Hi, I'm Michelle from the Bikini Cookbook. Today I'm making a creamy chicken and mushroom lasagna, and we're going to be using mountain bread, just to make it a little bit lighter and fresher for summer. So the ingredients that we need: button mushrooms, garlic, tasty cheese, we've got chicken stock, a nice gluten-free one, corn flour, dried basil, some chicken breast, fresh basil, some lovely spring onions, and some fresh spinach, baby spinach of course, nice and sweet, and my favourite sprinkle, herb amare. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I've got my meat bought, so I'm going to chop up my chicken. I'm going to make it into nice little small cubes so that it spreads through the dish quite well. I'm going to use chicken breast today because lasagna is quite a higher calorie type of meal, so to keep the calories down, the chicken breast is going to be the nice leanest and lowest in calories for chicken. I'm going to start with our spring onions. It's nice to have them nice and fine. I'm going to pop that straight into my pan. Get my garlic ready. Now you can make this as strong with garlic as you like, and we like it very strong, so I'm going for it today. I've got some huge chunks. Now you really want to get your garlic cut quite finely because, again, in the lasagna you want everything to be spread through quite nicely, and a big chunk of garlic is not going to taste great. Great, that's good. In the pan. So our fresh basil is actually going to go into the white sauce, which is going to at the end become part of the whole dish. We're not going to have separate layers of sauce and chicken, but they will get cooked separately to start with, and that'll keep the freshness of this basil. Okay, that's for later. We might as well get our mushrooms ready. So we're just going to use probably about 1 teaspoon of olive oil. This is just such a great recipe for summer, and it's great for not wanting to be in the kitchen too long because it only takes about half an hour from beginning to end. Now we want the chicken to be nice and brown. But again, not overcooked. We want it to stay moist. Now you can see it's starting to stick, and for most people they would throw in more oil, but not me. I'm going to just add a dash of water, and I'm okay with that. Still going to brown up nicely. So now to give our flavour, we're going to stick some basil in. I'm going crazy with the basil, it's really going to pump up the flavour. Herb amare sprinkle, my absolute favourite. It's the sea salt with different vegetable ingredients as well, and it tastes delicious. Plenty of pepper. I'm going to leave this with a tiny bit of water while I make my sauce. So I'm going to turn it down. Start with your cup of high-low milk or your lowest fat milk so we can keep the calories down. Okay, the trick with making sauces is to never add corn flour when the ingredients is hot. So get that corn flour in there right now before it gets warm. I'm going to stick my mushrooms into this one now, and they're going to wilt nicely. Okay, we're going to stick the spinach in as well now. That's going to wilt on top of that. And it's probably going to make some moisture inside, so you probably won't need to add any more water to the chicken, but keep an eye on it, just in case. Okay, I can see the milk starting to steam, so the flavour can go in the chicken stock. Very untraditional Italian, so don't tell your mama. So I'm keeping an eye on this sauce because it's really starting to thicken up now. And look at that. Okay, I would say that sauce is ready. Now I'm going to add the fresh basil to it. Ready for some explosion of flavours. That looks like it could do a bit more pepper. Perfect. Now just keep an eye on this. We're just waiting for all the spinach to wilt down. There's plenty of liquid that's come down out of the spinach and out of the mushrooms, and that's okay because we're going to add the sauce to it now, and it's just going to mix together nicely. In it goes. Now we're going to mix the sauce into the chicken dish. It's nice and creamy now. About 70 grams of low fat tasty cheese. So with our mountain bread, we're going to use, I think we can get away with 3 slices today. So because my dish is a little bit smaller than my bread, all I'm going to do is slice the edges off. Can you see? And we're going to use that as an extra layer. We've got a bottom layer, just so the base is nice and wet, it doesn't have to have a whole lot in there. Let's start with a proper blade to hold it together. Push those corners down, because we want them to stay wet and to get damp and not to burn when it goes into the grill. Spread it out. Everything needs to try and get damp. So push it in. Let's use our little spare bits now. That should just work perfectly. So fast, this recipe, really. The best thing about this is that we don't have to cook it in the oven for ages. We're just going to put it onto the grill. Everything in here is cooked and we're just heating it through and melting the cheese. By the time it comes out, that mountain bread's going to be nice and soft, just like lasagna. And the top one's going to be nice and crunchy with cheese. So this is our last layer. So we're going to put all the rest of the sauce and chicken. Last layer. Plenty of cheese, and can probably get away with using it all, but I'm actually not going to because I like to keep my calorie down. So there we go, ready to go into the grill for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. We'll just keep an eye on it and see what happens. Let's pop the bell on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold tight. Yeah, that's looking good. Let's turn it off. I am in heaven. our creamy chicken lasagna, but in mountain bread.